premiums to all kinds of individuals, including marital status, sexual orientation. I didn't really have a problem with that, but he gutted and amended this and brought it back through. It has passed the Commodity Committee, and I believe it's going to vote tomorrow, I think, in the Assembly. And he gutted and amended it where we would actually, through family law, upsert Prop 8 by recognizing out-of-state homosexual marriages.
Right.
Which
and
is, again, upserting the will of the people.
Yeah, it completely undermines what we voted for. And so you guys decided to float a resolution, but you have been unable to get that through the city council. Is that because of all of the attention? I mean, I know that the LGBT community has flooded into Porterville. I'm guessing not everybody there lives in Porterville, but they're showing up anyway.
We have folks coming over from the Visalia area, and some out of Tulare, some out of Carabel area, but they're not a strong contingent of people. There's been probably no more than 12 at a time, but they come to every council meeting now, and they wait for an opportunity to speak to us about the shame that we've brought on the community for our position on Prop 8. So that's been part of it. However, the resolution that I brought forward, a couple of councilmen thought that it was a little too religious, and that was one term.
Darn those founding fathers for their mentions of the Creator, you know?
It's a terrible thing. We're rewriting our history as we speak. I will probably be writing an editorial here very soon about separation of church and state, which actually does not exist in the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So tired of it being revisited, and Supreme Court upheld at least 6 things that I can think of court cases on separation of church and state.
Now, have you had any activists come and make threats or threaten lawsuits or anything? Because in Kern County, when they were deciding whether or not to support the controller, when she decided that marriages were off at the Kern County Clerk's office, they just weren't going to do weddings anymore. And there were threats by the LGBT community, and that the ACLU or one of the organizations that is leftist was going to come and sue the city or the county if they continued this, or if they supported her in her decision.
No, that hasn't happened to us. We've had one gal that used to be a reporter for the local paper that did an editorial saying they could probably sue us under the 14th Amendment.
For what?
Well, they seem to think it's a First Amendment right and a civil rights issue. And again, it's not anything that has to do with for civil rights. We have constitutional rights, we have civil rights here in the United States, and they totally do not have anything to do with homosexual marriages. The civil rights, of course, are about gender and color, and we have the ability to have the ability to go and do the same things as everybody else and not have separatist bathrooms.
Right.
So they've kind of hijacked the issue of civil rights. I just don't understand how the public can allow the judicial judges, these activist judges, or some of our legislators to get away with it.
Yeah. Well, Cam, I don't know if you're going to reword your resolution on SB 54 and bring it back to the council, or is that what you're going to do?
Well, I'm coming home from Sacramento as we speak, and I stopped in with letters from 3 councilmen that were in opposition to SB 54, and it wasn't as strong as a resolution, but it was a strong letter of opposition, and stopped up in Lina's office as well. And probably 25 different offices that I stopped in and had a few discussions. Even got to have a discussion with on the staff and Mr. Lee on the 242 that you've spoken on. Mm-hmm. That's another Senate bill that just needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
The one, about the language that you must, no matter what language people speak, you somehow need to have the ability to make sure they're getting what they want.
Right. That's so easy to do in California, considering what a melting pot we are. Well, listen, Cam, I hate to say it, I think you're a dying breed. No, I'm not saying you're dying, by the way. This isn't an end-of-life counseling moment or anything of that volunteer, but I think you are a dying breed, and I'm grateful for you. We share in Kern County so many of those same philosophies, old traditional values, but we are getting more and more afraid to espouse them. and I don't know why.
We need to get a lot more bolder, and Inga, you bring an awful lot to it. I believe that you have activated many people out there with the radio program that would have not even known the issue, let alone speak up for it. So I appreciate what you're doing.
Well, and I appreciate what you're doing, and Cam, let's keep up the good fight on water, and we'll continue to watch what happens in Porterville. And thank you for being bold on an issue that you believe reflects your community. Obviously, by the vote on, Prop 8, it does. And we'll keep following this. I think you're awesome. By the way, Tulare County is quickly becoming one of my favorite places in the state. I love Visalia.
I do too.
Yeah,
Tulare County, Kern County. I live in the entire valley.
We're really lucky, aren't we? We really have a great place to live. But Porterville, I'm starting to love you guys too. So
come up and see us more often.
I absolutely will. And thank you for coming on with us today, Councilman. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Alrighty. Bye-bye. Cam Hamilton, City Council member in Porterville. In Porterville, they had the guts to say, no, we're going to represent what we believe to be the will of the people on this issue. And, the news has shown most of the opposition speaking up because, they're interesting. But if I understand them correctly, the majority of the people actually support the City Council on this issue. So I just wanted you guys to see that there are people of faith, there are people of traditional values. They live in the Central Valley. They are politicians, and they're shameless about proclaiming what they believe is the right thing to do. So I congratulate Porterville for standing for what they believe in. All right, 842 KERN. We'll be right back. I'm Inga. This is the Inga Bark Show on Kern Radio, KERN. Now bigger and better at AM 1180.
Now bigger and better at AM 1180. It's almost time.